So, still on time. Come on, there you go. There you go. We nice. See everything go.
And his big boy,
A heavyweight.
heavyweight boy, and Tank hit that nigga. He hit him so hard that he was on the top of the rope just like this.
Allow Jake Paul's brother to be in there and be able to last with a smaller man, a smaller, older, greater fighter who's mostly was concentrating on defense more than just offense.
Gervonta Davis is taking his training to an entirely new level, going to war in the gym by sparring with heavyweights ahead of his showdown with Jake Paul. Davis isn't holding back. He's been matching power with men far bigger than him. One of those sessions got so intense that a heavyweight reportedly looked shaken after Tank unleashed a thunderous countershot. It was a reminder to everyone watching that Davis's power doesn't just belong to his weight class, it transcends it.
Oh, no, you're right.
But tell people what happened.
Man, I was about to spar. Before I was about to spar Tank, he was sparring his big boy,
A heavyweight.
heavyweight boy. And Tank hit that nigga. He hit him so hard that he was on the top of the rope just like this. I'm like,
Once again, Gervonta "Tank" Davis is making headlines, this time by dominating heavyweight sparring partners in brutal training sessions. Known for his explosive strength in the lightweight and super lightweight divisions, Tank is proving that size doesn't define power. In the latest footage, he's seen landing razor-sharp combinations with speed and precision that put even much larger fighters on edge. Every move is calculated. The way he controls rhythm, slips punches, and fires back instantly shows how seriously he's preparing. He's fine-tuning more than just his power. He's building the stamina and composure needed to handle bigger, stronger opponents. And when he steps in the ring with Jake Paul, that preparation could be the difference between pressure and dominance.
Look like we playing pool with a short stick.
Yeah.
Oh, let me tell you that, bro. Punch when he punch, yeah. Punch when he punch. Punch when he punch. Yep. They ain't stop flying. We slowed down. Now we're gonna commit flying again. That's what we do. We reload and come back. Yeah, we ain't gotta get close, thanks. Cause they know you scared to get close. Get close, thanks. Keep rolling, Kev. All the way down the road. Come to me, baby.
Despite the obvious size gap between Davis and his sparring partners, Tank continues to challenge himself against men who outweigh him by dozens of pounds. But these sessions aren't about proving dominance. They're about precision. He's mastering distance control, pacing, and maintaining explosiveness even under pressure from heavier opposition. According to his team, this type of training sharpens his ability to read angles, time movements, and prepare for Jake Paul's unpredictable fighting style. Davis knows Jake's biggest weapon is his size, so by battling heavyweights now, he's dismantling that mental barrier early. It's a strategy built on discipline and confidence, training to be comfortable where others would panic.
Here's a clip of Gervonta "Tank" Davis releasing footage of him training and sparring with the heavyweight ahead of his showdown with YouTube sensation turned professional boxer Jake Paul that's set to take place November 14th in Atlanta, Georgia at the State Farm Arena. Tank Davis is 5'4" and he weighs in at 135. His last fight, he actually was 133 pounds. Jake Paul is 6'1" with a 76-inch arm reach, and he weighed in at 199 pounds his last fight. And fight before that, he weighed in at 224 pounds. Gervonta "Tank" Davis has a 67-inch arm reach. This is why this fight has to be ruled an exhibition and not a real professional boxing match, because no boxing commission would sanction it. Let me know what y'all think about this. As you see, Tank Davis is using and working on movement. Let me know. I'm gone. Peace.
Former UFC fighter and analyst Chael Sonnen believes Gervonta Davis is carrying the weight of boxing's credibility into this fight. Sonnen said that no matter how much Jake Paul has done to bring attention to the sport, it's now on Tank to remind fans what real boxing looks like. To Sonnen, this isn't just another match, it's a message. Davis's mission is to prove that skill, timing, and years of ring experience still matter more than viral fame or social media hype. Sonnen boldly stated that a knockout from Davis wouldn't just be a win, it would be a statement to the entire world that pure boxing still reigns above spectacle.
Which is to let anybody know that's listening that it doesn't make any difference, that boxing is a real sport. My skills versus your skills, of which I have an abundance of and of which you have none of. My life's commitment and dedication versus a second or third or fourth thought in the world of priority on your list. And I used to believe those things. Now, I go back far enough in MMA that I've had my eyes open a number of times. The fact that karate was so incredibly useless, or the fact that Jeet Kune Do was so incredibly useless, like these were not things that I would have bet on when I was in high school. As a wrestler at that time, I would not have assumed that I would fare well in a fight against somebody that knew Kung Fu. We had all been falsely led through Hollywood. Not through competition, not through sport, not through understanding of the game, but just through Hollywood. We were told that those guys were the most dangerous guys. So we then eventually get up to Conor McGregor versus Floyd Mayweather, which had a weight discrepancy, but it was very small. I mean, I watched him weigh in, I want to say it was like 8 pounds.
As fight week approaches, footage confirms what insiders have been saying. Gervonta Davis's camp has been filled with intense sparring sessions against heavyweights. These aren't light drills. They're full-force simulations designed to push him beyond his comfort zone. His trainers explain that the idea is to make fight night feel easier by facing tougher resistance in training. The heavyweights force Tank to sharpen his defense, refine his head movement, and generate maximum power efficiently against larger frames. Each round boosts his confidence, proving that timing, accuracy, and discipline can neutralize brute strength. It's an unconventional but brilliant strategy, one that shows how seriously Davis is taking Jake Paul as a legitimate challenge.
Whoa! Look at him! Look at him! Let's go! There you go. There you go. Relax. See everything up. Everything up.
Legendary boxing trainer Teddy Atlas has also spoken out, calling Gervonta Davis one of the most powerful and technically gifted fighters in the game today. Atlas argued that Jake Paul's size advantage won't matter once the fight begins. In his view, Davis's experience against elite-level competition gives him an edge Jake simply can't replicate. Atlas pointed out that Tank has fought every kind of opponent, counterpunchers, pressure fighters, taller men, defensive masters, and adapted to them all. By contrast, Jake Paul's resume lacks true boxing veterans. People keep asking, what if Jake lands one big shot? Atlas said, but that's missing the point. Davis thrives under pressure. That's what separates champions from entertainers.
Do have one guy who, yeah, he's smaller, but he's a top fighter, he can punch. And he's fighting a guy who's not a top pro fighter, who's bigger. What if he hits him on the chin? What if he hits him on the chin? It'll wind up selling. And that's what'll wind up selling it. The what if. What if Tank makes him do a cha-cha? He hits him on the chin, and Jake Paul, we're gonna find out if he can dance. Whoa, 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 whoa. You know, do the cha-cha. That's what's gonna sell it. And you can't argue that what if. You can't. I know I get to places that other people won't go and everything else, that just dismiss stuff because it's easier to do that, it's safer to do that. You don't have the bows and arrows coming at you from people that argue with you because you did that, but I don't care. I've had bows and arrows my whole life. I don't care. But that's true. That what if this guy who is a real good puncher, who is one of the best fighters in the world right now, what if he hits him? What if he makes a miss and he counters him? Or he jumps up in the air. Bang! And he hits him. Sid Terrace was a great fighter. No, not the 1700s, but years ago. And Customato told me he loves Sid Terence. He said, Teddy, he used to jump up in the air and hit you with 3 jabs. I said, whoa, man, Sid Terence. All right. Anyway, look, I can't finish without saying that it did invoke some memories and thoughts that we've been here before in a different way, where Jake Paul's brother fought Mayweather. That's not forget. And I'm not saying I like that either. I mean, first of all, Mayweather was past his prime. He was already retired. He was older, everything, but he's still the great Mayweather. And Mayweather was fighting a guy, what was it, 50-pound difference, 60-pound difference, whatever it was. And that size made a difference. It allowed Jake Paul's brother to be in there and be able to last with a smaller man, a smaller, older, greater fighter who's mostly was concentrating on defense more than just offense.